Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian, and we are here to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm going to be talking a little bit in code today because if you watch my channel and you watch my live, yes.
Is the plane going down? Are we gonna die? Why are you saying I'm sorry?
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. I am a housewife historian. You can call me Lindsay, and today we are going to be talking the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I apologize, guys, that I haven't had any content this weekend. We had terrible storms, no electric with my 2.5-year-old, and my basement flooding because our sub pumps, we didn't have electric to run them. So it has been a crazy weekend. I apologize, but I'm keeping up with the headlines. I'm going to be going over a couple of things that's going on with the Real Housewives of New Jersey behind the scenes and also what we're seeing on Twitter and Instagram. Before we get into all of that, guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on. And I also want to stress to you guys that I did tell you guys I received legal documentation, a cease and desist from NDLLC. So therefore, obviously, legally, I cannot speak on the things about my video. But Kim D and David from Behind the Velvet Rope actually talked a little bit about what happened with me and also sort of explain a little bit better what the video was about and why they wanted it taken down. So David and Kim are actually able to discuss that. And then allegedly in the video, we find Kim actually ordered an item from a boutique. So this item is not from the place that I got the cease and desist from. It's from AliExpress or Amazon. It only came in a size 2. That's all that was available and left whenever she ordered it. And I told her that she would need a truckload of Ozempic delivered to my house before I could ever try to fit in a size 2. Like, I'm 5'10". So I hope she finds a model or somebody that can wear a size 2 so that we can take a look at what this article of clothing looks like. And it really would be great to obviously have a comparable, but we're working on it. So again, guys, that's David and Kim from Behind the Velvet Rope, and I think they're going to be in New York on the 18th. I'm going to be there at the event as well. So if you guys are going to be going to their event at the I think City Winery in New York, New York, make sure that you guys comment and let me know. So maybe we can like link up and meet and say hello. It's supposed to be a really great time. I think it's a Tuesday night, April 18th. So, okay, guys, anyways, let's jump into this and talk a little bit about the Real Housewives of New Jersey and what has been going on behind the scenes. So, besides the fact that Kim D has ordered a couple of outfits that were up for discussion as it pertains to a New Jersey housewife, again, legally, I can't speak and give you guys a lot of details on that, as you know, but we're working on it. And then also, guys, there was a meme going around that somebody did the accounts. I tagged them in a tag because Trey Fab 2022 is on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, and she's been like working overtime. The lady seriously needs a raise. She works hard. And allegedly, Joe Gorga shared this meme that was making fun of Louis. It was like Fred Flintstone. It said something about pajamas. Now, this came from an account that is a content creator on Instagram, and Joe didn't credit them. And in 2023, we all know that if we're going to take something and screenshot it and put it on our account, the least we can do is give credit to the content creator. Let's not mention also that the content creator, like Joe and Melissa, have like millions of followers. Why wouldn't you tag that content creator and give them a little bit of like noise? Like, I just find that so ignorant. I can't help it. I feel like that's so mean to steal someone's stuff. There have been times I've accidentally posted something that was someone else's and they will DM you. And I'm gladly like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me tag you. Like, I don't ever want to take anyone's content because I understand how hard it is to make content, create content, and post it regularly because we have lives, we have jobs, we have kids, we have flooded basements, we have doxed bloggers like myself. There hasn't been a whole lot of updates on what's been going on with what happened last weekend. My address still remains posted on an account that I don't really want to say because I don't want to send everyone there, obviously. But it is definitely allegedly affiliated to this housewife and her team. And it's just really disappointing that you would leave my address like that posted. It's dangerous. I have a 2.5-year-old. There is a TikToker. She's gotten really big. She reads blind items and she always starts out her TikToks with, "You want more? I'm going to give you more." And then she reads blind items from NT Lawyer from Hollywood Days and Nights. And we've talked about this, guys, because we've talked about where the blind items come from. Some of them come from a legitimate site like NT Lawyer. They basically created blind items like 10 years ago. It's an anonymous site. It's remained anonymous for 10 years. People have dug very deeply, very rich people have dug very deeply to try to find out who runs that account because they are in the industry and that's why they know so much. Allegedly, the account started with 4 people. This is the Hollywood Days and Nights website that posts the blind items that you will see around Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. But also, if it doesn't come from the NT Lawyer, there are accounts that sometimes will either DM themselves information and screenshot it and post it, or they're posting anonymous things that people have sent them. It's not necessarily a blind item from the Hollywood Days and Nights site, which if you guys know anything about the blind items, you understand that the Hollywood Days and Nights site is very, very accurate. Okay, we cannot compare them to some random person in the DMs. It's a way different story. They have a reputation. They've been around for 10 years. Okay, cannot compare somebody in your DM sending you an anonymous tip to NT Lawyer blind items. So the girl on TikTok, she doesn't read anonymous DMs. She only reads blind items from NT Lawyer. And she even goes back in time and sometimes and finds them. But anyways, allegedly she did one about someone that I don't even want to say who because I don't want them harassing and doxing me. Um, but they were on MTV and she did a blind item about them and allegedly they doxed her like and dox guys, that means to give out somebody's personal information online. So they doxed her and then also I don't know if they were trying to get um, people to hate her, like hate crimes against like LGBTQ community, because they tried to make it seem like she was transgender, which she's not, which she's okay, that she doesn't care that they said that she was transgender. She just thinks that they did it in an attempt to try to get people to um, do like hateful things to her. And so this took place, and then somebody killed her dog. This was like a week ago, guys. She had to go to the FBI. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing because I'm nervous. I'm smiling because I smile and I get nervous. I laugh at funerals. I can't help it. It's just like a nervous thing. I try really hard to control it, but that is messed the F up that somebody killed her dog. And it's all over blind items, all over anonymous blind items on the internet. If you are an internet person, if you are a reality star and you're on any sort of a reality show, national, international, I don't give an F, whatever, you're putting your whole entire life out there, you cannot think that people aren't going to comment. And you can't go after everyone that does comment, like, or does talk about a rumor. Like, that is insane. I am not making a housewife's salary to have my address posted for everyone to know. If I was making a couple $1 million a year, it'd be a different story, but I'm not. So therefore, it would be respectful if she could just take it down. It's been a week. You've humiliated me. You've bullied me. You've doxed me. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. Like, the next, I just don't even want to get into it, but like, I will die on the hill of principle. I just will. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. I emailed and I haven't gotten a response, and we've DM'd, and I think we've tagged Andy a couple of times too, and we're just not getting a response. So it is what it is, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to continue to advocate, especially considering the fact that my address is still posted on this account. And then some people are like sending me things about her, like allegedly, in February, like around February some stuff about her around February. So I just really hope that she takes it down. I would really appreciate it if she would have whoever she has running that account just take it down because we know some stuff happened in February and we don't want to have to get into any of that. So if you could just take it down, Melissa, Melissa's team, Melissa's assistant, the dog, the social media manager, the Christmas tree decorators, the nanny, the private chef, the gardener, the Bentley car dealer, anyone, whoever is running the account, if you could just kindly take down my address. I have a child. It would be greatly appreciated because like I said, that poor girl on TikTok got her dog killed. So I think that we can do a little bit better in the Bravo community. I mean, a lot of people have shown me so much support. There's a lot of camaraderie among Bravo bloggers. Like we all support each other, and I'm so thankful for people like Trey Fab 2022, RHONJ News, Tempire, Up and Adam, David, Kim D, all the people that have spoke out for me. Like it is unbelievably humbling and it touches my heart. I'm so thankful, especially for big accounts like that, to, say like what she's doing is wrong. Her team, allegedly, whatever it is, like you're trying to humiliate me over something that happened 10 years ago. I literally have dedicated my job, my career now to helping other women in reintegration back into society from mental health or addiction issues. And instead of like focusing on any of that, you're gonna go back and try to humiliate me and bully me. And I took the videos down, which is like the worst part. I think that like pisses me off the most and it almost makes me want to like repost them. Is that I was so um professional. Like when her cousin Mike, or no, I'm sorry, her cousin's husband Mike, emailed me and tried to like sound like an attorney. Like I was so nice, I was so professional. I posted those email correspondence, those threads on Instagram. You guys can see my responses are very kind, very professional, very prompt. Okay, the video came down very promptly. And then of course, whenever NB LC sent their cease and desist, I again complied and took the videos down. But at that point, her team was already allegedly posting links to my address and information all over like different random Instagram accounts. So then they took to a fan page to actually post it. And it has just sat there for, like I said, for like a week. So I guess it wasn't enough to humiliate me. It wasn't enough to try to bully me. It wasn't enough to literally spread all of my personal information. It's literally like propaganda to people that don't like tree huggers. Like posting my name and information on a Instagram page that is primarily for Team Melissa, Pro Melissa. They don't like people that like Teresa. So you're posting my address to people that have opposite viewpoints of me that could potentially think that that's problematic, and that is effing scary. Okay, not cool. And again, like I will just continue on my way because I am like one of those people that just keep writing to people. I keep climbing up the line, filing grievances. I am one of those people that will follow the chain of command all the way to the top. I don't care how long it takes. Like, you need to take my information down. It's seriously very upsetting. It's very threatening. It's very scary for me to have my address posted again on an Instagram page that's like a pro Melissa page. It's like a heavy pro Melissa page. So I feel like sometimes the more extreme the pro page, the more extreme the follower. And I don't know. That girl got her dog killed. That freaked me out. We're like having storms, losing our electricity. My address is just online. It's just really frustrating. Like, it's not tears of sadness, it's just tears of frustration that, like, in 2023, um, that this stuff happens. And like if it's happened to me, it's happened to other people. So if you have been a victim of Melissa Gorga's, then I think make sure you comment or DM me and let's chat. I know there has to be more than just one of me. But I'm sorry I don't have a whole lot of tea for this video for you guys. I just wanted to come on, update you guys what's been going on, let you know about the meme. Oh, so crazy. It's so crazy. Um, Tuesday we're getting a new episode. I'm still going to be reviewing the Ultimate Girls Trip, Real Housewife Ultimate Girls Trip. Up, let me throw you in on something else. I'm sorry. Brandi Glanville tweeted. She actually made a statement as it pertains to the Real Housewife Ultimate Girls Trip. Um, you guys know there were allegations that she had essayed Caroline Manzo in the bathroom. Um, People were skeptical, but they were also saying that Brandi, was a heavy drinker, yada yada yada, and allegedly, well, Brandi put out two statements. Queens of Bravo reposted on Instagram. I did a couple of TikToks on them, but she says that it's ruining her effing life. She doesn't want to say anything until she sees the actual footage because they were drinking and they were belly dancing, and she's not comfortable making any more statements until she sees the footage. And she said, Bravo told her they loved what she did at the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Ex-Wives Club. Um, Peacock series. And so they brought her on and they wanted her to bring the party. And so that's what she was trying to do. But we also know that sometimes Brandi Glanville can take things a little bit too far. And I don't know if it's just because maybe when she's drinking, she's a little bit more vulnerable or easily more manipulated by producers. I'm not sure. But like, just like when she hit LVP, that was a little too far, right? Like, I don't know. So it just makes my ears perk up because I feel like Brandi doesn't come up with the shit all by herself. Like she is a party girl, she has a good time, but at the same time, I just don't think that her brain, she's intoxicated. Like where her thoughts are, I'm not sure. I just think that she often has a little bit of direction or narrative from producers, and because she's so critical to not working and working. She doesn't have a spouse. We know she struggles. She's got two kids. She's not in a position where like Kyle Richards, who can take or leave the housewives and they have Mauricio's income and it's not a big deal. She's more like Kim Richards, who needed the income a little bit. Well, Kim didn't necessarily. Yeah, Kim didn't. She has, but um, Brandy does. And so I think that producers also use that as like a manipulative tool to get her to do whatever they want or to get her to do crazy stuff on television to make good TV. And I want to know what you guys think about that, so make sure that you comment. Also want to let you guys know I have not dug into this yet. I just recently saw this that Meghan King had posted that she had joined the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now she did post this yesterday, and yesterday was April Fool's Day, so most people are speculating that she's just teasing. She was at an event that the ladies were getting filmed at, so we don't know. One thing I noted was it had been up for like 8 hours and none of the other housewives had commented or had most of the time if they're welcoming someone onto their cast, they're gonna comment when they announce that they're joining the franchise, which makes me think that Meghan is doing April Fool's joke. So I'm gonna leave you guys hanging on that note because I have to go investigate it a little bit more. If you guys are interested in any of the legal documents and again the conversation that I told you guys about in my email, completely transparent. I have nothing to hide from any of you guys. In fact, since all of this has come out, I have gotten so much support. I've gotten so many letters and emails and DMs from people who have family or loved ones who are sick and suffering or are dealing with mental health issues, and they are happy to find someone that has experienced something that they have because a lot of times there's not a lot of support for people in traumatic PTSD situations that are, don't have a dual diagnosis of like addiction and mental, maybe just have the mental, and they are able to like function their whole lives, but sadly their quality of life isn't great. It's sometimes people would even call it like a dry drunk, like the character defects, the mental, the thinking, has a lot of trauma based um, thoughts that cause them to have depression and anxiety. And unfortunately, like I said, it goes untreated like their whole lives. And so eventually, I think when mental health became a real something that was actually taken serious, I don't even know when that started, like 5 or 10 years ago, not very long ago. I think people who had never gotten help before finally reached out to therapy, finally reached out to a psychiatrist or a psychologist and started working on their mental health or their quality of life. And again, I think that everyone has a story, and there are people out there that have loved ones or family members that have passed from suicide or drug addiction or mental health issues. And then you have some that are still suffering. There's this woman on TikTok. I can't remember her name. I think she has a pretty big following, but her daughter is addicted to methamphetamine. And she has she has done TikTok videos as a way, as an outlet for her to help get everything off of her chest as it pertains to her daughter. And I also think that it's been therapeutic for her, and in a way that other people can correspond with her. Other people that are in recovery, that have recovered, can give her notes and help her try to understand her daughter's way of thinking, right? And I think like a couple of weeks ago, she got her daughter to go to rehab, and she posted it on TikTok. Like they were in the van, and her daughter was like saying she was finally doing it for herself. And so, like, we see success stories sometimes, and they're priceless because there's so many people that don't make it. And so, actually, even though Melissa was trying to do something really hateful and despicable, I love that word. Kinsey used a great word to describe her. Um, she didn't. She doesn't at all. Because I've already talked about this with you guys. I haven't done like a whole testimony or a whole whatever, but you guys know the situation. I've been transparent about everything. And again, that's why I posted everything on my Instagram, HW Historian. All of the legal docs are there, all the emails are there. Of course, I blocked out the private information because that's the kind of person that I am, and I'm not going to fight her dirty. I'm not going to. So I'm sorry that she was upset about, I told you guys like a couple of days before, I did a video and explained how they were panicking, that they were looking to take their HGTV style of a show to a network that would pick it up so they could be done with Bravo, with New Jersey, in fear of losing their contract anyway, in fear of possibly losing their mansion, getting so much negative press and reviews about the mansion that they're literally remodeling it, taking off some of the cables, and trying to make it look a little bit more desirable, because if they don't get a contract, they're going to have to sell that house. It's probably going to be going on the market, I would assume, fast. Allegedly, we're going to be getting, I think, Real Housewives of New Jersey. They're going to film their reunion in the end of April, is what I think All About the Truth said on their podcast. But don't hold me to that. So, also got a chance to listen to Melissa Feaster, nice Melissa, and Teresa do their podcast Namaste Bitches, and it was a really great podcast. We know that the ladies have a gag order right now. They're not allowed to be talking about anything about the show. So they do a really great job of just being cute and talking housewives moments, and it was very uplifting, high energy. Melissa Feaster has so much energy. I feel like it's because she eats healthy, probably. Probably because I live on Pepsi and cigarettes and coffee with creamer. So I'm getting my calcium. Anyways, guys, that's about all for this Sunday afternoon. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Think of me as I'm shop vacuuming my basement. Oh my goodness. I'm just telling you guys, like not having electric, it's insane. Like only for a day, and I was like, I can't take this anymore. All right, guys, have a great